I think I'm live. Uh, Let me put one message in the group that I'm live now. Okay, so let's start with the question. So if you have any question, please start putting questions in the chat box. Meantime, what I will do, I'll continue with the questions that I left with. Okay. So one of the popular question that I am getting is, you can say popular or not, I'm not sure. But one of the questions I'm getting is about the Evilginx monitor. So when people are using the Evilginx monitor, sometimes Evilginx monitor is sending alerts to the Telegram 6, 7 times, sometimes more than that, right? So why that is happening? So biggest reason behind this is first of all you need to understand how the Evilginx monitor is working. The way Evilginx monitor works is literally very basic. Like it will monitor the database file. If there is any changes in the database file, it will check what is changed in the database file and it will just send whatever the latest section is there. It will send that to the Telegram, right? So this is how the Evilginx monitor works. But right now, what is happening? People are using Evilginx monitor with a modified source code. Okay. Now the database file is multiple times getting right. Okay. That's why it is triggering the Evilginx monitor multiple times. And that's why Evilginx monitor is sending multiple messages to the Telegram. Okay. That's not the Evilginx monitor issue. It's your source code issue. It's your source code that is calling the file multiple times. Okay. However, what I will do, hence a lot of people are using this monitor. More than I think 2,000 people are using right now using this monitor. So I'll just create one fix, okay? But I'll need a little bit time. I'm a little bit busy. I'll make sure that it will have its own tracking system so that it will not send the messages multiple times, okay? That I can do. Okay, guys. And also, if you remember, everyone, I told that it's okay if you are asking too many questions privately on the Telegram. It's okay if you are asking too many questions in the YouTube chat also, okay? But make sure that you are creating the question on fluxset.com also, okay? In case you don't know what is fluxset.com, let me just share it. Fluxset.com is a website where I have created the community where you can ask any question about my videos or about in general, okay? You can ask any question, and here I am here to answer your question. And if I am not answering question, or if my knowledge is getting limited to answer your question, definitely there is a whole community to answer your questions. For example, so this is cpanel webmail fishlet question, whatever it is, right? So right now I have my answer here, but still the green was there to help me in the answer. If I go here, can you see there is a hell lot of long discussion between me and 6 kg and other lucky wearer and 2 4 more guys, okay? All of these guys are giving answer to this Lula BYI, whatever he is, okay? He is asking question, right? So whenever you ask the questions on the website, whole community helps to answer your questions, because community also learning from your questions, right? So make sure you do that. Make sure that you are asking the questions there also, okay? Great. Now please start asking question in the chat box and I'll continue with answering the question. Meantime, I have one more question from the website that I will cover because I feel that is important. So the guy is basically saying that after the setting up the Evilginx, I still get this particular error. What is the error? So whenever he is setting up the Evilginx completely and he's not getting any error, okay, like completely white, there is a no red error. But still, when he try to log in using his link, he's getting unable to connect. Okay, so I have provided multiple solutions here, and I connected this guy personally with the Telegram also on the call. The issue I was not able to identify, but right now I realized that the issue was in the DNS. So what is the DNS? So right now he whatever the DNS he is using is updated on the cloud side, is updated on the other servers, right? but is not updated in the its local system. Basically, his local system is not updated with the latest IP address and record. I'm not sure which DNS he was using. People usually use the Google DNS or triple one, sorry, 4 times 1, which is Cloudflare DNS. But in this case, I think some other DNS was there, the private DNS. That's why it was taking the time, and that's why the link was not loading. That was the really first issue. Okay, so make sure that whenever you set up and somehow everything is wrong, but still your link is not working, that means there is a definitely issue with the DNS. Check the DNS and your issue will be solved. Okay, the second thing, if you are setting everything right and if you are facing issue with the SSL certificate, then definitely again there is a issue with your DNS. Mostly if you are using Cloudflare, then you have to turn off the proxy option in the domain. Okay, then only it will work. Okay, great. uh, so one more question is there about the Cloudflare. So why should we prefer using the Cloudflare? That was the question. So very basic thing. Cloudflare is the biggest DNS in the internet of the history. Like literally biggest DNS in the world, you can say that. And Cloudflare, hence it is used by the lot of other third-party private DNS servers to update their records also. Whenever we add anything in the Cloudflare, it will be updated over the internet within a few milliseconds, within a few seconds. Okay, right now I'm adding the record and clicking on the save, and within 2 seconds everywhere your record will be updated, right? So that's the benefit of using the Cloudflare. Second thing, Cloudflare offers a lot of services, lot of different services, in which there is a proxy service, so that if you want to hide your original IP address, you can just enable the proxy and hide IP address. It gives you the free SSL connection. So if you don't know how to set up SSL, you can just use their free SSL connection. They provide DDoS migration, they provide the reCAPTCHA, and they have a lot of other services, right? So if you want to use that also, that's also beneficial. And by the way, Cloudflare is not providing any restriction over creating account. Literally, you can use any email to create account, and there is no additional verification required. So I'm not sure like why people are not using the Cloudflare. Please use the Cloudflare. Cloudflare is a one of the best service out there that you can use in your setup to make your setup stand out or more reliable. Okay, make sure that you use Cloudflare. By the way, start putting the questions in the chat box. I'm not sure if you are not putting the question or I'm not getting the questions. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the next question, which is again about the Evilginx monitor tool. So here are a lot of questions from the people. Some people are saying the it is not working, in the sense that it is not reporting to the Telegram. Few people are saying it is reporting, but it is reporting multiple times to the Telegram. A few are saying that Go version is not matching, and other problems also. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you on my screen how exactly you can solve each problem. Okay, so let me just share my screen right here, and this is my server. Okay, this right here is my server. So right now I'm opening the, sorry, this is my server right here. Right now I'm opening the terminal through VS Code. But if you don't know how to open, that's completely okay. You can use the normal CMD also. Okay, great. Now let me show you where my Evilginx monitor is. Okay, it looks like the Evilginx monitor is not there. So let me go ahead here and type Evilginx monitor on Google, and let me clone the Evilginx monitor. Okay, in meantime, if you have any question, please put in the chat. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to say git clone, and I'm going to paste my Evilginx monitor link that I have copied. Now the Evilginx monitor has been cloned. So let me just go here and let me say Evilginx monitor. Oh, I cloned the Evilginx rather than cloning the Evilginx monitor. Sorry. Evilginx monitor. Yes, that's it. Evilginx monitor. Let me go here, say git clone and Evilginx monitor. Okay. Git clone Evilginx monitor. Okay, now we have the Evilginx monitor. Now, one of the popular question that I get with the Evilginx monitor is, how do I fix the Go version mismatch issue? Okay, so right now, can you see in the Evilginx monitor files there is a one file called go.mod. Okay, that's the file which is responsible for telling which version we should be using. So here it is saying Go 1.23.1. That's the version we supposed to use. Okay, but let me check which version I'm using. I'll type Go version, and it looks like I'm not using any Go version at all. But in case, let's say that I'm using Go version 1.2 only, then what you will do, you will go to the nano, open this particular file, and I'll change 1.23.1 to 1.2 only. Okay, but don't make changes drastically. When I say drastically, right now I'm using 1.2.3.1, right? That means you can remove this particular part and make 1.2. You can remove the last part and make 1.23, but don't remove everything and just make 1.7 or 1.4. Okay, only change in that particular version range, otherwise your whole libraries and all be mismatched. Okay, that's the thing. Great. The next issue people face is, right now I'm running the Evilginx monitor, but it's not reporting. The problem is that sometimes people create VPS using the AWS. Okay, and AWS doesn't provide the root access. In my case, can you see right here? In my case, I have root access to my terminal. Can you see? This is my root user. Okay, so I have root access in my terminal, but some cases some people will have not root access, like Ubuntu will be there. So in that case they run Evilginx monitor using sudo. So sudo dot slash Evilginx monitor, something like that, right? But what is the problem with this particular method is, rather than creating the configuration file on the your regular user, it creates in the root user. So your configuration file will be this right here. Okay, in this folder your files will be created, slash root slash dot Evilginx monitor. No matter which version of the, sorry, of which user you have, always the file will be created under root if you are running as a sudo. That implies for the Evilginx also. Okay, so yeah, in that case you need to make sure that you are making the right changes in the this particular configuration file. So let me just do one thing. Let me just exit from here and let me show you how exactly it looks like. So I have cd into that, and here you have the create.json, ignore that file. Keys.json, ignore that file. And config.json is there. So let me just open config.json, and can you see here I can make my changes, add the telegram token and whatever it is, right? So yes, this is what you supposed to do. Okay, let me go back to the chat. Okay, tit for soul, whatever is saying. Hello, bye. Hi, brother. Okay. Uh, Some Dragonix AI is saying, thank you. I noticed that when I send an email containing the phishing URL, it does not arrive to the Office 365 inbox. Okay, what is the best way to do this so that it is go into the inbox? See, there might be the two problems. First of all, it might be possible that first of all, tell me, if you don't send with the with link, is it going to the Office 365 or it is not going at all? Tell me that. Because if it is not going, then it's your SMTP issue. And it is happening with only link, then it is, you can say, Evilginx issue. So popular issue is there that Evilginx has a detection mechanism. By default, Evilginx add the E-X header or X-E header, okay? And that is being used by the popular website to detect Evilginx. So in case you want to avoid that, you have to use the Easter egg fix Evilginx source code. Okay, that is already available in the source code package. You can go there and you can check it out. Okay, the second thing is, make sure that you are not setting the link to the publicly. So what you mean by publicly? So let me just give you one small example. So let's say you create the link called xxx.com. This is your domain name. Some people are creating public link like slash. So whenever someone visiting slash, then their phishing URL will be accessible. No, don't do that. Make sure that you have some kind of random string right here, okay? That will act as a authentication for incoming bots, okay? If you remove that and if you keep to the slash, what will happen? Whatever user is coming to your website will be automatically authenticate to visit your phishing link. That way, lot of bot will also get access to your website, and this way it is highly likely that you will get blocked or flagged, okay? The more is better, like the more random string you have right here is the better, okay? So you can create any random string and that will act as a barrier, because whatever the random string you have created, that will be only limited to that particular user where you are sending that particular link. So apart from that particular user, no one will be able to see that particular link, okay? Great. And another thing, like in the course, I have covered lot of videos on how to cover your like how to cover your Evilginx so that bots cannot discover you, how to prevent the bots on the DNS level, how to prevent bot on the fishlet level, how to prevent bot on the source code modification, right? All of these are already there in the course. Make sure that you are watching the course video without skipping, okay? Without fast forwarding, without skipping. Please all watch all the videos, and I'm like 100% sure that you will get idea. Right now, like I'm using one domain which is 1yt dot in. You know that I use in my all of tutorials, and it's still not read, okay? Let me show you that domain. I think it's something like this, okay? 1yt.1, yeah, 1yt.1, I think that's what I'm using. So can you see when I hit enter, it is not showing any red page right here, okay? It is not showing any red page. So this domain is still working, and I use this often in all of my testing. I'm not going to show you my phishing link, but try to understand. Yeah, that domain is working. So it is like most probably that you are missing something and doing something wrong in the configuration that I have covered in the course, but you are just lazy, okay? Make sure that you check that, okay? Please ask question in the chat box. Another question I'm getting is how to set up a mail server which will land in the inbox, okay? So most of the people already know that there are a lot of services, like email services by which you can rent the mail servers, but some people want to like set up their own email servers. So in that case, I have two things to say. First of all, there will be like really few cloud providers we will which will allow to set up mail server and send the email server, okay? Emails to the other people, right? So, and if they are doing that, then there is a high chance that their IP addresses are already blocked, okay? Previously, the Contabo was allowing to send the emails, the Hostinger also allowing to send the emails, but right now both of them are blocking to send emails. Why? Because people created this server, they did lot of spamming, and now their all IP addresses blocked, okay? So there is like very little chance, if you find any local cloud provider that has just launched their service, then only there is a chance that they will allow you to set up port 20, email server and send email through the port 25, okay? That's the thing. The second thing is, in all of my tutorial I use the DigitalOcean to set up email server, right? And my email also getting into the inbox. But try to understand that I am like really old customer of the DigitalOcean. I've been using DigitalOcean since like 7 years now. So they, at that particular time when I created my account, they were offering to set up the email server. There were no restrictions, and they were like allowing everything. At that moment I have set up my DigitalOcean account. Because of that, they are allowing right now, okay, for my account. Don't expect that you will create new DigitalOcean account and straightforward they will allow. No, they will not allow to send uh, they will not allow to send the emails, okay? Great. Okay, David is saying I am really interested in the Evilginx integration with Go Fish flux. Is it out yet? I see out of stock on your website. Yes, David. Actually, what is happening? Uh, I don't want to keep waiting the people. Once my whole course is recorded and it's ready to upload, then only I'll make that purchasable. Okay, otherwise I will not. Okay, that's why I'm just waiting. There are 6 videos that are pending in that particular course that I supposed to upload. So once I upload that 6 video, I'll make that particular course to purchase for all of you. Okay, great. Why not? You might say that give me access and you can upload later on. No, this is now not how it works. All topics are connected to each other, right? So if I'm just giving access you right now, or other people are buying it, some people are directly coming from the Google by searching on the Google, right? So they don't know like what we discussion are having. They might say that, oh, this guy is selling the incomplete course or something, right? That's not good for my reputation. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this. And I have done same mistake with the Eugenics course, and I don't want to repeat that mistake. Okay, that's why only when the course is going to complete, then only I'll be able to make it public to buy. Okay, great. If you have any question, please put in the chat box. Meantime, I'll get one question from the website. By the way, don't hesitate to ask any question on the website. Okay, there are more than 200 people to answer your questions. Don't forget that. Okay, I know like there are few people only that are engaging with the community, but trust me, if you put like interesting enough question, there will be a lot of people who will be answering your question. And if your question is interesting enough, then I'll be also inviting a lot of people to answer the questions. Okay, okay, great. Next question is, I have issue with the port 443. Okay, so right now this is also one of the popular issue. Okay, let me just show you where is my screen share. Okay, so can you see this is the one of the issue I got. And why I'm showing this particular issue, because lot of people are contacting me personally on the Telegram, and they have repeated same questions. Okay, and one of this question is from that. Okay, so what is happening in this particular error? So see, if there is anything wrong with the Evilginx, it will display in the error. Okay, so make sure that you read everything. Can you see in the red is saying listen TCP 443 bind permission denied. That means on for port 443, the current user don't have a permission to run the any program. So that's why this particular issue is coming. And after that is saying fail to set up TLS certificate. Obviously, if you don't have access to the port 443, how it's not possible to set up SSL certificate, because certbot needs port 443 to make SSL certificate request. Okay, so there are two reasons are there why this port 443 is not available. One reason might be some other services using like Nginx Apache. In that case, you need to kill that service and give the access to this particular port. And the second issue might be the person or this particular guy don't have root access. Okay, so in my case, can you see right here it is saying root at, and this is my server name, which is test, right? So in some people's cases it is like Ubuntu at whatever it is server name. Okay, so in that case they need to use this sudo, then only they will be able to solve this particular issue. In this guy's case also exactly same issue was there, and he realized here. Okay, after I answered this particular thing. Okay, and here can you see once he added this sudo, now the port 443 issue was gone and SSL certificate issue also gone. Okay, and port 53 issue was there. Okay, but for that also I have provided the solution letter, and he was happy at the end. Okay, so yeah, that was the question. Let me go back to the chat and let me see if there is anything. Okay, David again. It is just me or Gofish is good framework but not by itself. I didn't even send to my 500 email list entirely, and started hanging enough. I am using the 6 GB RAM and there must be something wrong. There must be David. David, when you launched the campaign, tell me, all emails was flagging as a sent, or some emails were in the pending. What was the issue? If some emails are in the pending, it might be possible that that was causing the issue. Or if all emails are sent and then still you are having that particular issue, that means a lot of people are clicking on your link, and in your link is basically on the same server. So that's why it was causing the issue. The issue might be one of two only. Okay. And another, your question answer is yes, Gofish is a great framework. People are using that particular source code to modify a little and use in the production. Okay. Gofish is a crazy good framework. Don't doubt that. Okay, David. Or it is just a learning framework or meant for teaming operation. David, Gofish is designed to read teaming operations. It is not a learning framework. Okay, try to understand this. Gofish is a quite advanced framework. The only thing in the Gofish which is limited is some functionality, like integration between the tools. That is only limited. People are modifying the Gofish to work with the Evilginx. People are modifying the Gofish to work with the Modlishka, and they are using it. Okay, Gofish is used in the production. Okay, try to understand that. Okay, okay. So if it is lot of pending, then it's not a Gofish issue. It's not a Gofish issue. It's a SMTP issue. Your SMTP is queued. Okay, try to check which SMTP you are using. Tell me, David, which SMTP you are using. If you are using SMTP from, let's say, a cloud provider where port 25 is blocked, no matter like how many emails you send, there will be always not sent or unsent. Okay. If you are using SMTP from Gmail from your personal account by allowing less secure access, then also there is a high chance that after some emails, like 10 emails, 20 emails, they will also delay everything. Or if you are using SFTP which is sending the emails, but when you use in the Gofish, at that time it is not working. Then in that case, that particular SMTP doesn't support spoofing. Okay, that might be issue. A new AWS account. What the David? You not supposed to use the AWS account. You not supposed to use AWS account. AWS doesn't allow spoofing. Okay, that's the issue. If you connect your AWS account with the normal Thunderbird account or normal Outlook, it will work just fine. It will send emails. But when you connect to the Evil Gofish, it will not work. Or if you connect with the Gofish, it will not work because there is a issue with the sending. It will not support the spoofing. It will detect the spoofing is happening, and it will immediately suspend that particular outgoing email. That happens with the mail cow also. That happens with the that AA panel email service also. Okay, it's a quite common. Okay, so please don't use that. By the way, if you use that big rock email service also, then also it will happen, because big rock email service also don't support spoofing. So you need to make sure that you find the service which supports the spoofing, and there are very less. And if you don't find it, make sure that you find the server or the service provider who is allowing you to set up email service on the server. And on there you can set up one software piece of software. It can be uh, mail cow, not mail cow. It can be your that what we call cyber panel email, or it can be any other email software that will help you to spoof. Okay, I hope you got you my point. Okay. Okay, David. Oh, my bad. Account was suspended immediately. Although I told you support, I was learning it well. Okay, David. First of all, uh, nice. First of all, nice. Let me just adjust my cam. Okay, first of all, yes, it's nice that you are learning in the from the beginning, and you are trying to use the method by which you are learning everything practically. I appreciate a lot. Make sure that you follow guidelines from the other people's also. Try to add your questions like on the flux set. I told you already. Okay, there are a lot of peoples, and I am also there. Like, so whenever you do something like you did, I am 100% sure that before buying AWS, you never ask any cybersecurity person whether should I try this one or not. Okay, I'm 100% sure that, because if someone is using the Gofish, he will never recommend that AWS email service. Okay, never works. Never works. So make sure that you ask the questions. Yeah, why I have created the community? I created the community for that only. I created a community for the asking the questions, getting the answers, help yourself, because not all people. I don't have capacity to provide consistently questions answer to the all people, right? So that's why I created the community, so that whatever there are repeated questions, people can just go there and get the answers. Okay, great. Margie is saying, can you show how to use the sub filters to the change the logo of the website? Why not? Let's 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 okay, so I'll show you, no issue, Margie. Okay. Okay, let's go to my screen right here, and let me show you, Margie. Okay. On here, I think I need to open the folder, or without opening the folder, I can show you, because I want to use this particular server. I want to make sure that I'm not, I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay. Go here, cd into the fishlets. That's the first thing you should do. In the fishlet, you should have the example.yml. Let me nano into the example.yml. So right now, this is the default fishlet. Okay, break dev is there. So let me do one thing. Should I use this particular website or should I use mine? I don't know. Let's use this one. Okay, let me go here. Let me open some guest profile. Go here and open. Fuck, this website don't have the logo. Okay, it is just a banner image, it's not logo. Let me use my regular website, which is 5f5.in. Okay, let me use that. So on this particular website, this is the logo. Okay, but I afraid this is image. No, it's not image, it's a text. uh let's use rule out. That's another website that I use for testing. By the way, you can use also this particular website for testing. Okay, I don't mind. Okay, in this particular website, can you see there is a logo right here, but it's not here. Anyway, let's do Fluxset. I'm pretty much sure that on Fluxset I have a logo. Okay, so can you see this is the logo? Right click on it, click on the inspect element, and in the inspect element here, you should find this particular URL for the responsible for the logo. If you click on the URL, you can copy and open in the new page. Can you see the logo is there? So what you should do is you should basically replace this particular logo with your own image file. Okay, in the subfilter. How? Let me show you. In the case of the flux set, what will happen? Let me just copy this particular line until here. Okay, I'm not going to show you completely. So I'm just going to copy here. What I will do in case of the flux set, here I will say triggers on the fluxset.com. Why? Because the domain is a fluxset.com only. I'm not using any www, only fluxset.com is there. So we are going to use the fluxset.com only. So let me just go here and let me just place the fluxset.com. Okay, so triggers on the fluxset.com. Original subdomain is none because there is nothing. The domain is again the fluxset.com. So let me just go here and click on the fluxset.com, and here I will paste the original URL which is responsible for loading the logo file. Okay, so here you can go and you can just copy this particular URL right here and paste it right here. Okay, Now the URL is there, and replace that particular URL with the your own logo URL. Okay, you can upload the image anywhere, and you can just upload use that particular URL right here. Okay, you can use own URL. So that will just replace original URL with this particular URL, and you will get basically the logo. In some cases, what happens, I'll tell you one special case where what will happen, the whole URL will be not there. Okay, it will have something called this. Okay, it will have something like this: slash default slash original slash whatever it is. Okay, in that case also, you just copy the whole thing and replace with the your own complete URL, including https slash slash whatever it is. Okay, yeah. So this is how you can basically change the logo. I hope you understood, and you can use the sub filter for that, obviously. Okay, great. uh Mail cow spoofs too, David. No, I tried to use the mail cow and I wasn't getting the results accurately. Mail cow basically queuing the all images that emails that I am trying to spoof. Okay, in fact, I can show you. I have already recorded the tutorial in setting the mail cow, and then I used in the Gofish server, and it was not spoofing. It was like uh, I don't know, like it was blocking somehow. I didn't had time to inspect in the whole process, so that's why just I skipped the mail cow and I go to the cyber panel email, and I directly use that, and that was working. That was spoofing correctly. Okay. Okay. I thought had a good reputation for TLD inbox. Yes, Mailcow has that, but mm, oh, your domain name. Yes, 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 yes. It doesn't matter, brother. Like the setup has to be right, otherwise everything is useless. As simple as that. Okay. Margie is saying how to solve 522 error on Cloudflare. If you are getting the 522 error on the Cloudflare, there are two things. First thing, your Cloudflare is not connected with the backend. That's the simplest error that you can have with the Cloudflare. For example, I have one site on the Cloudflare and I'm not pointing that particular site to the backend, then in that case, I will get that particular 522 error. That will say website down or server not responding. Okay, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so in that case, there are two things. Either your A-name records are wrong in the Cloudflare, or there is a compatibility issue between Cloudflare and your server. So when I say compatibility issue means it might be possible that Cloudflare is expecting that you should use the SSL, but your server is not using SSL. Or Cloudflare is expecting that you should not use SSL, but your server is using SSL. Okay, that might be the case. How to solve that? First of all, in the first case, you can obviously solve using add-in a name record. In the second case, you can solve by going to the security SSL configuration, and there you can click on the configure and select the mode either flexible or the fix. Okay, that will solve your issue. Great. I think a free sign up of the Gmail is can spoof, but it will be just for small number like 100 email. Yes, yes, you are right. You are right. Not even 100. It will block only on 20. If you like use Gmail for like 20 emails, it will automatically block. By I think mm, AI or something. I am not sure how they are detecting, but they will block for sure. Okay, Lilian, will Evilginx Gmail Fishlet work without Evil Puppet? No, no, no. You have to have the Evil Puppet files in order to make sure that the Gmail Fishlet should work. Okay, that applies for Gmail and other popular sites too, which has the really good security like AWS. Okay, uh, great. Okay, so right now I am hitting to the 40 minutes. I will take two, three more questions. Please put your questions if you have any question, and I'll try to end the live stream after that. Okay, and make sure that how do I get it? Lillian, please contact me on the Telegram. I have it. I tested it, but I had to do a little bit modification, so that's why I'm not sharing with anyone. Okay, I have to do like a little bit modifications. Once the modifications are done, it's already ready. Without modification, if you want, you are welcome. After like 30 minutes, I'll be live on the Telegram. You can just go there. By the way, what I'm planning is whatever the course holders are there, I'm planning to create them for like live room, like Twitter talks or something, okay? So that everyone can communicate with each other, those who are like buying my course. Because right now I'm providing the support, I'm providing the access tools and everything, but still I feel that you should be communicating somehow. I cannot allow communicating through the Telegram by chat, because a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff, and it might be possible that one of because of one or two guys, everyone get into trouble, right? So that's why I'm not allowing it. But I'm planning to use the Twitter's one function where we can create the room and allow people to talk to each other, right? So I'm planning to use that. Okay, so yeah, but it's only available for the course holders. So please get a course, it will help me a lot also. Okay. I have enough of talking. I'll take only one more question, please. I'll take only one question, only one question. And if that one question does not come, then I'll leave. Okay, it's time. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting. And make sure that you use the fluxet.com for creating the questions I'm like saying again and again. Uh, because if someone has a repeatedly question, then it will save my time. It will help them straightforward. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for watching and see you in the next.